Morning, everybody. We'll go ahead and call to order the Planning Commission meeting for January 3rd. Form everyone in the Open Meetings Act in the northwest corner and ask for roll.
Sprague.
Here.
Stock. Here. Bryant. Waite.
Here.
Franklin.
Here.
Cubey. Griffith.
Here.
Mason.
Here.
Rodfeld.
Here.
We have a
Yes, for approval of full agenda.
Move to approve. Second.
No discussion. Go ahead and please vote.
All commission members voting in affirmative. Motion carries.
Consideration and approval of the minutes of December 19th Planning Commission meeting.
Move to approve.
Second.
If no discussion, go ahead and please vote.
All commission members voting in affirmative. Motion carries.
Okay, consideration to have city staff prepare a conditional use permit for discussion and action at the next regularly scheduled planning commission meeting for a watchman's permit on the property generally located at 2001 South First Street. This item was postponed at December 5th planning commission meeting. To my understanding, we don't have an update on this.
We talked to them yesterday, and they do not have a time estimate on when they will have something ready for building permits. So I guess it's up to you guys what you want to do with this. Since we're postponing it and not tabling it, I'll have to ask the city attorney what that means, because normally if it's something on the table and in March when officers change, people potentially change because terms end in February. Usually if it's on the table, it dies at the change of people. So postponing, I'm not sure if that happens or not, but if you wanted to postpone it one more time to like the last meeting in February, and I'll see what we need to do with it at that point in time, if it just dies, because we started this in like August, I think. And we've been postponing it since August.
Okay. And is anybody living in that house now as a house?
Last time I checked here a few weeks ago, first thing in the morning, I did not see any cars there, so that's good.
Okay. I guess that would be our...
Give him one more month, and if it doesn't come to fruition, then
Yeah.
just quash it, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, we really can't move it forward without the proper information. And, you know, we've asked for it and waited for it and haven't gotten it, so.
I'd make a motion to postpone item number 6 to a date certain of February
You want the 6th or the 21st? Those,
21st,
okay.
planning commission meeting.
That'd be the last one before the roll.
Right.
Okay.
Second that motion.
Okay, we have a motion and a second postponed until February 21st. No discussion. Go ahead and please vote.
All commission members voting in the affirmative. Motion carries.
All right, consideration resolution number 2024 PC-1 approving a conditional use permit for storage and warehousing of non-hazardous products on property generally located 1/2 mile west of South 37th Street and south of Norfolk Airport Road. This time we'll go ahead and read the conditions in. Be it resolved by the Planning Commission of the City of Norfolk, Nebraska, that Robert A. Euchre, trustee of Robert Euchre Trust, is hereby granted a conditional use permit for storage and warehousing of non-hazardous products, subject to the following terms and conditions. 1, there shall be no outdoor storage. 2, there shall be no storage of hazardous materials. 3, there shall be no residential occupancy or living quarters in any storage unit. 4, there shall be no commercial uses operated out of the storage units. 5, the conditional use permit shall be for 10 years. 6, pursuant to the Norfolk City Code, the conditional use permit shall be a personal privilege granted to the applicant and shall not be subject to transfer. 7, failure to observe and maintain the conditions of the restrictions of the conditional use permit shall be considered a violation of the code of the City of Norfolk, Nebraska, subject to penalty and provided herein, and may be grounds for review, including alteration or termination of the permit. Number 8, all procedures and standards outlined in section 27-56 of the Norfolk City Code pertaining to conditional use permits shall be observed, and the conditional use permit granted herein shall be subject to the provisions of the Norfolk City Code that provide for an appeal to be taken within 15 days of the decision of the Planning Commission. And number 9, There shall be compliance with any other applicable city, county, state, or federal regulations that may apply.
Move to approve.
Second.
Motion and a second. If no discussion, go ahead and please vote.
All commission members voting in the affirmative, motion carries.
Okay, go ahead and open the public hearing at the request of TTK Investments, Inc. to consider a zone change from R3 to C2 on property addressed as 301 North First Street. You want to come up and tell us what you're doing? Sure. Please.
So, I would like to open a bike shop at this current location. Like those in that town, and then got to share some of the drawings of the preliminary drawings of the building. There's a shop on that building right, or on that property right now, yep, right there. And I basically want to turn that into a retail location for a bike shop. Probably have bike rentals and stuff there. Everyone so far I've talked to, I'm sure there's some people out there that don't think that's a good location for it, but I have yet to talk to anyone. Thinks it'd be right in line with the whole River Point district and everything with all that is going on down there. I'd like to probably eventually maybe even work with the North Fork Outfitters. I already worked with them a little bit, and have like maybe his kayak rentals and stuff could be possibly out of that location. Not necessarily the storage of them or anything, but at least people would be able to go there and set that up. Yeah, building basically I've talked would have to be brought up to code for retail location. Installation would have to be updated, ADA compliance, wind and snow load for retail, which the building's been there for 50 years now, so hopefully it would meet those requirements, but otherwise it doesn't sound like it'd have to do too much to make that work. And then there's some river overlay district requirements of certain amount of masonry and signage requirements, and I'll just keep in mind with all those. Long-term plan was probably to get rid of the house and open it up for more business and just be a lot more profitable anyway. No immediate plans to demo the house. I'd like to get the shop up and running at this time, but that is my long-term plan. So.
Okay. Okay. Any questions?
This is just for that corner right there. I mean, you don't have the other property beside it to the, I guess, to the right? Or top?
To the north? No, no, I do not have that. Right there is the property line. So, yeah. Wish I did.
Okay.
I bet a lot of other people wish I did.
All right, thank you very much.
Mhm.
Anyone else like to speak in favor or in opposition? Okay, seeing none, we'll go ahead and close the public hearing and open for discussion. I'm one that I think that's a great spot for this, right along the
It's
river.
perfect right
Yeah.
there.
Right on the trail. I guess I will go ahead and ask the long-term remove the house and replace with businesses or business. Kind of, the remove the house, that's pretty self-explanatory, but can you kind of expand a little bit on the replace the business?
I
Or
really
what
don't
you-
know yet. I don't know
okay.
what would tie in there. I just know it's a way bigger property than I need for a bike shop, really. So, yeah, I mean, I'd like something more, you know, I think it would all tie in better at the back of the property along the businesses, and then maybe the front would just be mainly parking, you know, sort of, I'm thinking like a strip mall type looking thing that would be parallel with the river there more.
Okay.
But I
Okay.
really don't know. Open to suggestions
Sure.
on that too. So.
Okay, I appreciate that. Val, going C2, does that limit him with what he wants to do now, or, you know, perceivably in the future?
No, C2 is downtown zoning, so if he wanted to put something else attached to that building and keep going like that, he could do that all on the lot that he has right now. as long as he would do rentals. If he would want to actually sell off the
Yeah.
the pieces, then he would have to replat. But as of right now, if this changes, then the house would become non-conforming, and so it's good that he's planning on taking that down, because in C2, you can only have residential above the first floor retail, so we couldn't keep that house there with the shop also going.
Is the residence currently occupied?
Yes. With plans, they're trying to move out, they're having trouble finding a place.
Is that gonna affect them? Put them in a non-conforming spot if we do that now?
No, they can continue to operate the house. It's non-conforming, so if a fire happens, if a tornado happens, you know, there's no rebuilding it at that point
And
in
we don't have
time.
to
It's
worry
just
about a
gone.
watchman's or anything like that unless they continue to stay because it's grandfathered in.
Right. The residential is grandfathered in currently because there's no business operating right now, unlike what we just had previously. It was already non-conforming at that point in time.
Yeah. Okay.
We're not putting the tenants at risk at this point.
No, particularly if they're already starting to look at moving out and
It'd be
find
best
something
to not
else.
have that occupied going forward.
Yeah.
That keeps everybody.
Is it just being rented
Yep.
at this point?
Okay. Okay. Any other questions? Concerns?
Yeah, as long as it, meets the river overlay district, and you've already
Acknowledge that.
acknowledged that.
Yeah. Okay.
Move to approve the zoning change from R3 to C2 on property addressed at 301 North First Street.
Second.
Motion and second. If no discussion, go ahead and please vote.
All commission members voting in the affirmative, motion carries.
Any other open topics or concerns anyone would like to bring up? If not, I'll take a motion to adjourn. Thank you.